darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay! Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Zero Dark 30 with John. We busted out of the bunker, and folks, we got some stuff to talk about. Like, I remember when Hillary, when she did all of her testimony over Benghazi, she was like, "What difference does it make now?" That was her answer to all of the death, mayhem, suffering, destruction, etc. Well, man, what difference is it making, huh? Well, I mean, where do we start? Well, it's Friday, so we're going to do a free-for-all Friday this afternoon. You're invited if you're on the thepreparedmind.club or subscribestar.com. And then, folks, Sunday, we're going to do Sunday Night Live. And that's for everybody, folks, including all you animals at YouTube. It'll be awesome, awesome, awesome. 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So, what are we looking at here? What the hell's going on? It is absolutely unconscionable what the Democrats are doing and what the rest of the world is doing. I mean, you know, it used to be you should be nice. You're not allowed to make anyone make fun of anyone because of ethnicity, and you have to allow everyone to express themselves. Remember all that goody two-shoes free speech stuff? It's pretty important. You see, you're supposed to be able to criticize your political opponents and their political positions. No one gets a free ride, a free pass, or anything else. No one's supposed to. Well, they did. They do. Well, the only one who's getting a free pass, folks, is the government. Governments everywhere getting themselves a pass. Let me just give you a little example. There's a fellow who's going to be thrown in prison over in Germany. He's a German. What for? What did this guy do? Well, he had a sign that said HATO, H-A-T-O. It had the NATO symbol with a circle and a red line through it. How bad is that, right? How bad is that? Well, they consider that, hate crime. Hate crime. Well, what's actually going on over in Europe, folks? Well, we've got just a massive amount of hypocrisy. You see, you're not supposed to just overthrow a country. But what did they do in Libya? Well, the NATO countries got together and they said, hey, this is great. Let's go down to Libya, chase Muammar Gaddafi out of his home and have people kill him and take over the country for his oil. Wow. So in Russia, what do they want to do in Russia? Well, they want to keep moving nuclear weapons up onto the border of Russia. Right? They want NATO bases, so they started a war with Russia, pissed them off, and got them to invade countries because NATO, or rather NATO's ally, we can't call them a NATO member, but a NATO ally now because they're training and supplying Zelensky's little army. That little army is committing war atrocities. Allegedly, supposedly, reportedly, committing war atrocities. Ethnic cleansing was another cute name. Genocide was another name for it. So you can't speak out against a country like Zelensky and Ukraine. You can't speak out against that without getting arrested and being told you're the criminal. You see, Europe is full of freaking hypocrites, folks, just like Washington, D.C. is. All of the political mouthpieces are hypocrites and liars. They would start a war as quickly as they could if they thought they could win it and get away with it, like they did with, that's right, Libya. This is the world we live in. I mean, there is so much crap on every level, from our personal level and our personal lives, all the way up to the big stuff. And now, folks, now, guess what? Russia is moving nukes into Belarus. That's quite interesting. Now, I don't understand the strategic advantage to that, because Belarus is not much closer to European enemies than Russia itself. But it is tactical, it's strategic, and it's sending one hell of a message. And if you want war, you got it. But to say you're not allowed to speak, it's getting off the hook. It's getting stupid. This idea of hate crime is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You look at what these socialists, and you look and listen to what the extreme liberals, and of course the sexual deviants, what they're saying and doing, you get nothing but hate and vitriol out of these people, plus real violence. I mean, the mayor of San Francisco is giving a public speech on violence and the fact that the city's been too soft on crime and it's resulting in more crime. Someone chucks a brick and almost takes out a kid. That is, folks, it's who they are. Right? Someone complains about the violence, so they get more violent. That's in a liberal stronghold. You want to try and stop the hatred coming out of countries like Ukraine, you get accused of being a hate criminal. Just a wee bit crazy, don't you think? Just a wee bit crazy. But it's not going to stop. It's only going to persist. It's only going to get worse. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All I can say is get prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Means of self-defense. Oh, by the way, Oprah Winfrey doesn't want to have Dianne Feinstein's political seat. I find that rather amusing. I do. I would think that someone like her would just jump all over that great opportunity. I think Oprah probably values her quality time in her life a lot more than she values being in the public eye and getting tomatoes thrown at her all the time, because that's what would happen. I think her personal politics would probably show that she's not quite astute in reality. Right? So it's okay. It's better to be a celebrity and stand off to the side and throw tomatoes at everyone else. Folks, it's going to go from tomato throwing, though, to lobbing grenades and bullets. It has to, because of these people and what they're doing. I love our European cousins, if you want to call them that, but they have a really screwed up situation over there. I know we do here as well. I mean, up in Canada, they just, they had a 10 times, 1,000% growth in, euthanasia, people asking to be killed by the government. In fact, they just want to kill poor people and the homeless. Screw it. Start killing people, their own people. What is going on with Western culture? It just reminds me of that rat experiment again. where the rats quit giving a shit. The rats go wonky in their brains. Except this is humans and it's reality. I recommend being prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, and means of self-defense. And of course, being prepared mentally, because chance favors a prepared mind. Godspeed, Semper Fi, and I'll see you tonight at Free for All Friday.